South Africa Tzu volunteers head to Zambia's west region to distribute aid supplies to the poor. A former inmate establishes an association to help others use art to overcome their wayward ways. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Tzu volunteers from South Africa traveled to Zambia's western region to distribute aid supplies to the poor. Throughout the journey, many hurdles came up, but the volunteers overcame the problems to have a successful mission.
心里还在想，经过5分钟，已经变成这种情况，所以我就在想，糟糕，肯定要陷到这个沙坑泥巴里面。肖师兄啊，这个全身全部是泥巴，我真的看了，我眼泪都真的要掉下来。大老板可以这样子带着大家一起来推车子。
While at the aid distribution show, Ching Sung, a grounded entrepreneur, shared a story about a Gansu aphorism and a mango tree.
He had a mango tree, but was never able to eat the fruits of his labor, as whenever the mango fruit would ripen, it would be stolen from the tree. Later on, the village hung up a Gansu aphorism that said, "Include me for doing good deeds, exclude me for doing evil deeds." Then from that year on, he was able to eat the mangoes he grew.
Zambia's western region is especially dry, thus Tzu volunteers came to look after them. Though the journey is long, no one complains as they know the real difficulty is in the lives of the local residents.
这就是厨房。再来。
This is the kitchen and they have phones but use solar panels to charge them. We might leave a few bags of maize powder so they can eat.
这个薏米粉让他们有的吃。
They are coming from very far to come and look after their patients. When seeing you here like this, the tears are coming from their eyes. We love you!
On their way home, the journey was met with obstacles. The white truck experienced a flat and could only wait for parts for repair.
看起来今晚上要下大雨了，糟糕！因为我们留了3个志工在这边守住这部车子。如果下起大雨的话，这个就很头痛了。
Overcoming hurdles as they go, despite arriving back at the capital late in the day, everyone was still feeling joyful as they know the hungry people have food to eat today.
In Gansu Province in China, the farmers' lives are very difficult. Tzu assisted in building DaAi village and helped 40 households migrate to the town.
It is now -10 degrees Celsius. The weather is cold, yet the atmosphere is lively. Chi helped build DaAi village. Under the residents' expectations, the opening ceremony is launched.
This is a project of livelihood, love, and demonstration. The completion of this project will allow 40 impoverished households living in mountainous area in Luyuanzhen to migrate to the town. It has greatly improved the production and living conditions of the residents there.
I used to live in the mountain. Our house was particularly bad, yet we don't have money to renovate it. Through the support of your DaAi people, this good house is built for us. I didn't expect to live in such a good house in my life. I really thank you for your support.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I want to shed tears of joy. Today is very cold. You treat us as good as your family.
The 40 households have been living in the mountain for several generations. They mainly plant Chinese medicinal herbs and crops. But as it is dry with little rain in the lowest plateau, the crop production is very little. The living conditions are quite difficult. To go out of the mountain, one can only ride a tricycle.
小时，刚才你说的是吗？2个小时还是车子。
To help improve the living conditions of the impoverished residents, Tzu Chi started to build DaAi village in April this year.
Moving to town is easy for children to go to school. Second, employment is convenient. Third, job is easily accessible. Fourth, starting a business is easy. No matter whether it is education, employment, or starting a business, all these are the basic conditions for getting rich.
40 households have their own house now. They bid farewell to the mountains where their generations lived in the past and start a new life in DaAi village.
In Jordan, city volunteers in charge of winter aid distribution traveled to Mafraq to distribute food and clothing for Bedouins and Syrian refugees. While there, the volunteers saw how the refugee children face difficulties pursuing an education. This is Huweiya in Mafraq, which is less than 6 kilometers from the Syrian border. When the Syrian war broke out, a family with more than 700 members who had 3 farms escaped to this place. Now there are no more than 200 of them left. The field amusement equipment provides the only entertainment. Despite the laughter, they seem to be sad. How should the big family continue living?
I'm just doing my job, trying to provide them with the basic education. Studying is every child's dream.
Khadija, who is only 29, shoulders heavy responsibility. She teaches in a container house with only a light.
I've only studied till high school before the Syrian civil war broke out. Then I stopped going to school. I want to be a teacher in the future, teaching children.
While the sound of reading can be heard, there are still people facing difficulties while pursuing education. Looking at the UN logo, one can see that more than 90% of the residents are Syrians from the Rotari refugee camp. Back then, it was dangerous for the women to stay in the camp because there were many people there. Since 2013, they gradually moved here. In the cold winter, adults line up to receive their supplies. There are at least 50 children here, only 18 of them attend school.
Life is very difficult because it has become cold and the children need to go to school. However, we cannot afford the transportation fees. We cannot pay for 4 of them, so they quit school.
There are still sounds of laughter at these 2 Syrian tent areas in Mafraq. When we arrived at the Bedouins tent area, we could hear crying of children who are barefoot. Despite that, when the distribution ends, the male host invited everyone to the tent and served tea.
In the summer, there's a sandstorm, and it's very cold in the winter. When we first started caring for them, wild dogs would carry away the young children. When we asked the Bedouin why that happens, they said it is because the dogs are hungry, so they bite people.
Despite a harsh life, they still welcome guests. City volunteers have continued to hold distributions, provide tuitions or transportation subsidies. They hope that regardless of ethnicities, everyone can look forward to a brighter future. Our Stama Master Zheng Yan continues her island-wide tour. She has come to Qingdian Jingsi Hall. While there, many city volunteers share their experiences, including a stem cell transplant recipient Huang Caiti.
Even in families that do not divorce, there are cases of domestic violence. Children are directly impacted.
From her words, one can tell how she empathizes with the children. In January this year, city volunteers stepped into freezing Russia to deliver winter clothing. While there, they saw the difficulties faced by local children.
We took a train to a regular elementary school in the country. 90% of the children there are raised by single parents.
Currently, many Russian families have physical challenged children. However, the government has given up on these young patients who have incurable illness.
唯有尊重自己的人，才能勇于缩小自己。
The young man reads Jingsi aphorism in Chinese. Tzu Chi volunteers have taught the local children Chinese and inspired them with Jingsi aphorisms. The girl who has ALS changed her mindset after coming into contact with Tzu Chi. She also draws covers for Jingsi aphorisms.
Before meeting Chi, her works were usually gray or blue, showing a sense of sadness because she did not know what her future held for her. But we can see that after meeting Chi, her pictures started to incorporate warm colors.
Education can change children's future. Tzu Sao classes inspire young people to enhance their wisdom life through a diversified curriculum.
We work together with either fathers and mothers and teaching graduates to lead Chi Shao's classes. We have achieved 4 in 1 harmony. We work together to design all the classes.
We plant seeds of kindness in the minds of Tzu Saos. When they are building the foundation, one day the seed will sprout.
Huang Caiti, whose leukemia has relapsed 3 times, has undergone stem cell transplant. She now joins the care team. At every stem cell registry blood drive, she holds the play card to thank the potential donors. She also vows to follow in the footsteps of Dharma Master Zheng Yan.
One Chi sister asked me if I wanted something. Actually, she was asking me what I wanted to eat. I told her I do not need anything but my Chi uniform. I have the vow to carry out Chi's work. I want to be your disciple and I want to meet you. Because of these wills, I could fight for life during my difficult treatment.
不是我有什么方法，是缘，有缘分。这样的缘呐、我轻轻一句话，大家呢都是重重的听进去。人生呢，除了感恩呢，是涵盖一切。双手合十，一切呢包容在一起，感恩。
The Master's disciples have learned to be grateful and take actions to provide love and care to people in need in different parts of the world. Today we take a look at this 52-year-old Liu Ying. He spent 18 years in jail. He passed his time by painting and teaching others. After being released from prison 3 years ago, he turned his life around and even established an association to help others use art to overcome their wayward ways.
那有可能讲较早咧为三做举推举平的人，即摆咧画图，然后我就是咧画图。
I set up this association because of painting, which helped me change my temperament. I became calmer, and the people I come into contact now are different from before. Now I seem to have a better living standard. These contractor projects depend on manual labor, and we need to work in the sun. Actually, about 90% of the workers have been rehabilitated. If I don't squat down to work, others won't do it. I have to take the lead. I think it's okay. I also did a restaurant by myself. I can help introduce work to those people coming out of prison in the future and without a job. I hope they won't do crime again and be kept in prison. It's meaningless to be kept there.
When he was inside prison, he wrote to me. He had a big thought and needs support from our family. I was very shocked that it just took him almost 2 years to make such a large-scale restaurant. I could be a housewife at home, but now I am a cook here to wrap lunch boxes and then help them in the kitchen. There are some rehabilitated people just come out of prison without a job, and they don't know what to do, so we give them a chance and a place to work.
刚出来有一些人根本就没有不知道要做什么，提供他们一个工作场所啦。
这两间的都是。
一个专区啦。
即摆足无闲，无闲甲不亦乐乎。就是讲我拢帮我。
I'm very busy now, but I am also happy. I helped all the artists in the association to organize exhibitions. At last, many other people invite us to host exhibitions for them. I want to thank the community for supporting us in purchasing our exhibits. This made us feel confident. I had many partners in the prison done paintings. When I came out before, I wanted to set up a platform to allow this group of artists to gather together. That's why I started the LCRA Art Association. I want to continue to do this and broaden our exposure to the rest of the world and show them that Taiwan has a group of rehabilitated artists that are world-renowned. Yes, everyone can enjoy this. I want to see if we can tell our story everywhere. I want to share with others how we come a long way. I hope I am able to take the lead. That is, don't let them go back to past lives again.
Art teacher Lai Yingyu has opened a studio in Nantou in order to support her family. In addition to teaching painting, she also works in a nursing home kitchen and a kindergarten. Despite the hardships, she still teaches underprivileged children for free.
The scenery in the countryside, including trees and the plants and nature, is what Miss Lai is most comfortable with.
Painting this kind of scene in the country, including mountains and water and nature, always makes me feel a little better.
While her work is calm and relaxing, her burdens are actually quite heavy.
I'm the eldest daughter and have two younger sisters. My father and mother are also my responsibility.
Her father has dementia and lives in a nursing home. She also brought her mother to live with her. Her mother-in-law is also in bad health. Her husband lost all his money through investment before. This has put her extended family under severe economic pressure.
Caring for the elders in my husband's family and my own children as they grow slowly.
In addition to teaching painting, Miss Lai goes to the kindergarten to take part in classes when she is free. She also recently found a job in a nursing home kitchen.
She goes out at 2 in the morning and works till noon. She works very hard and I'm quite moved.
Everyone is taking good care of me, so actually when I go there I feel quite happy.
Life is hard, but teacher Lai is still optimistic.
She's very caring. For example, if students come from a difficult family situation, she will teach them for free.
For example, there is a family with 3 children which all want to learn painting. So I just told them that tuition is free.
Devoted to art education with love, teacher Lai gives encouragement to the weak.
Every once in a while, she bought me a bamboo coin bank, which she would donate. She also participates in monthly fundraising and is also our long-term member.
Chi-Chi aunties are really good. They are also encouraging spiritually. Actually, I'm very grateful because there are many people everywhere to help me.
Always talking softly with a smile, her seemingly weak exterior hides the fact that she is actually quite strong inside.
A Tzu Chi volunteer from Guangzhou, Hou Xiaoying, does recycling every day in the community. Her neighbors were first questioning her actions, but they've become supportive of her.
To Hou Xiaoying, these recycled resources are just like gold and they represent compassion. The night gets dark, but she never took a break while everyone is resting. Her story has spread in the neighborhood.
Hello， 老板娘，晚上好。你好，阿姨。今天有没有王金吉啊？有啊。哦，在哪里？在门外。好，谢谢，感恩你哦。我知道他这里有的黄金是留给我，别人不会拿走。
是的，反正我这边的都是留给你的。
他的爱心真的满满。我第一次我很感动来收他，他问我你是不是小英啊？我说是啊。哎，你怎么知道是小英？他就知道是阿华就是阿华讲，就一个传一个。
他是白天带着小孩，然后晚上的话过来。
She takes care of her grandchild in the daytime and comes around 11 p.m. at night. Sometimes I saw her looking very sleepy and tired, but she insisted to do it every day.
但是他也坚持下来，每天都坚持过来。
这个可以绑的，这个。She is devoted to do recycling day and night.
我们这帮人都被她震撼了，因为。
All of us were impressed by her. It's easy for everyone to do something for a day, a week, or a month, but to continue to serve others, rain or shine, it's an impressive spirit.
去帮助别人的这种精神，的确是很能感染的。
最开始之前啊，是邻居们有很多不理解。
In the beginning, some neighbors don't understand, and they have even reported her. However, Mom has kept the Tzu Chi spirit and said good words to everyone. So they gradually understood. Some neighbors now even sort the recycled goods themselves and kept them for us.
At first, we children were a bit worried. I think it's very important to love yourself so you can do Tzu Chi for a long time.
Life is short and time passed quickly. You must seize the moment. I hope my children won't worry about me because I will take care of myself. I want to help more people in need because everyone can be a recycling Bodhisattva.
Ho Xiaoying vowed to keep serving and do recycling every day for the rest of her life.
About 200 volunteers gathered at Taichung Jingsi Hall to package the gifts for the upcoming year-end ceremony.
Early in the morning, volunteers from all over Taichung gathered at the Taichung Jingsi Hall to work together to prepare the gifts for the community year-end ceremony.
I have a break today, so my grandma asked me to come and join. I feel very happy and fulfilled.
I hope she can be a Tzu Chi volunteer. She's a very nice and polite girl.
Shi Qing, who's in elementary school, used her break to come to help with her grandma. A Tzu Chi member, Mrs. Chen, also came to serve early in the morning.
It is a very meaningful event. I've seen it on DaAi TV before, so I'm very happy to be able to join this time.
About 200 volunteers finished packaging more than 20,000 gifts in one morning.
I prepared this bamboo coin bank, and there are 3 bags of grain powder in it. People who attend the year-end ceremony can all get one.
There's also a mini version of the bamboo coin bank for children. Tzu Chi invites everyone to join the upcoming year-end ceremony to pray for goodness and blessings together.
Sansan Junior High School in Tainan has established a Jingsi reading room. After its establishment, the school also initiated a campaign to raise funds for international relief work. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.